Alright, so tomorrow's a big day. I'm starting to get nervous. Have to be at the hospital in admissions at 8 o'clock in the morning. So, this is my first surgery ever. Never had surgery before in my life. The most I've had was stitches on my hand, and that was only 3 stitches. So, last night, started getting nervous about it. I know it's just a routine surgery. I know there's really nothing to be nervous about, but it's one of those things that you can't really help. You know, you feel what you feel. So I just stopped off at the gas station. I'm heading to work now. Got gas in my gas can in my truck. Got me a berry and cheese or cream cheese strudel and a Powerade. I have 12 yards I have to get done today. It rained yesterday all morning, cleared up by afternoon, but it was still pretty wet outside, so I just took a rain day. So I've got to make up for it today. Depending on if I have time or not, I may add a 13th yard, because last Thursday, my last yard of the day, they had their dog out in the backyard. So I could mow. I started the edging, and then as soon as I rounded the corner to the backyard, the dog jumped out at me and scared the shit out of me. Tried knocking on the door and all that. I didn't have the client's phone number. I must have lost it or something. So I just left a note. So I'm hoping I have enough time to get it done today. And since tomorrow's a surgery, I won't be able to do any yards. And then Thursday, I'm going to go back to get the drain tube taken out. So I highly doubt I'll be able to do any yards then either. So all my Thursday yards have to wait until either Friday or Saturday. And when you know it, it's supposed to rain both days. Alright, I don't know if you can see me that well, but it's the evening before the surgery. It's about 8:18. I just got done with work. I had to I only got like 7 yards done today. One of them was a massive yard, because on the 3rd yard of the day, the massive one, I was almost finished with it, and the drive belt got overstretched and would no longer move the mower. So that kind of sucked. So the last 4 yards I did, I pushed push mowed them all. Otherwise, I would have been able to get all of my yards done today. Now the rest will have to wait until, well, either Thursday or Friday. I know I'm going to have to do at least 2 of them on Thursday after I get my drain tube taken out. But the other ones are going to have to wait till Friday and Saturday. So the kids are staying the night at my mom's house tonight, since surgery is since I have to be at the hospital in about 11 and a half hours. To be there at 8 o'clock. So won't be able to have anything to eat or drink after midnight. So as soon as I pick the wife up from work, I think we may swing by Dairy Queen and get something to eat, because I actually haven't eaten at all today. I've been so busy with work. I take that back. I had a berry and cheese Danish, or strudel, whatever the hell you want to call it, for breakfast this morning, and that was it. So I'm kind of hungry. I'm really trying not to think too much about the surgery itself, because I know if I do think about it, I'll start to get nervous, worry, and all that, which is something I don't really want to do. Like I said before, 32 years old, and I've never had to go into surgery before in my life. I've been stabbed in the hand, and I had to get 3 stitches. I've broken my collarbone twice in 1 week. If you'd like to hear the story about that, I'll tell you sometime. Same collarbone too. And I've been in the hospital probably dozens of times when I was younger for asthma attacks. But I have never in my life gone through surgery. So it's an experience I don't really want to think too much about until it's over and done with. I'll probably film a little bit more in the morning on the way to the hospital. And I asked my wife to film a little bit once I get out of surgery, and out of or awake anyway, because I'd like for you guys to kind of get an understanding of every aspect of the surgery itself, before, after. If I could have someone film the surgery itself, I'd do it. I honestly would. But being a sterile environment, I doubt be able to do that. So I'm gonna sign off now until probably in the morning. So it's a little after 7 on the day of the surgery. Truth be told, I'm completely scared out of my mind. But I'm trying not to think about it, because I don't want to get so scared that I don't go through with the surgery. So I'm just trying to kind of block it out, think about other stuff. So. But so I made it out of surgery. As you can see, the last thing I remember is being in the operating room. These two round lights over me, not even turned on. It was almost like something you would expect to see if you're ever abducted by aliens. But the last thing I remember is the doctor coming in and saying, okay, you can go ahead and start the anesthesia, and then I was out. And then the next thing I remember is having someone waking me up in the recovery room. I was in recovery for about 30 minutes afterwards. Usually people are in recovery after that for about an hour, hour and a half. The nurse was actually kind of surprised I was ready and feeling up to leaving already. But I've got a drain tube in. I don't know if you guys see it. There it is right there. And it comes down into like a little pouch or whatever right here. I'll be getting it removed tomorrow, hopefully. So we're getting ready to go. We're stopping by Kroger real quick, dropping out my prescription, and then heading to Krekel's for some burgers because I'm starving. I haven't eaten since last night. They said I wasn't allowed to have anything to eat or drink until after midnight last night. So, and it's about 2:17 right now. So yeah, feeling a little bit lightheaded, and kind of dizzy when I stand up, but nothing too bad. So just a little bit of something for you guys to expect if you have to go through it. Alright, so I'll show you guys real quick. There's my drain bag. It's just like a little plastic pouch thing. The doctor said the tumor on my thyroid was benign, which means there was no cancer. So they just took out the left side, still have the right side. I'll let you guys see a close-up of the incision. They glued it back. So, yeah. Also, I don't know if I mentioned or not, but my throat is fairly sore from the breathing tube they had in. it feels like a typical sore throat, so it's nothing too major. They said I could eat like normal. I just can't overextend my head when I turn my neck or whatever. So, or can't overextend my neck when I turn my head. All right, guys. So I can give you a better view now of everything. As you can see, there's an incision and the drain tube. Had my hoodie on when going into stores or what, and into Kreckles or whatever, because I didn't want to gross people out seeing kind of stuff. So just kind of try to cover it up as best as possible. I'm not sure how well you guys can see that. Let's see here. Looks like it's held in place by a stitch or something. The drain tube. And then the incision itself is held closed with glue of some kind. The doctor, very good doctor, he's a specialist. He managed to get it right in the crease, so I shouldn't have too visible of a scar. I'm still feeling kind of lightheaded, a little dizzy. I do need assistance walking. But, you know, other than that, I'm doing pretty good. I'll be going back to work tomorrow after I get this drain tube taken out. I'm only going to do 2 yards tomorrow. So, I have found that it's hard for me to blow my nose with as sore as my throat is. So, there's only one other option. And I'm sure you guys know what that is, so I just use a Kleenex or whatever. But yeah, my throat is sore because of the breathing tube they had to put in while I was sedated. But yeah, it is really weird being sedated. My first time under sedation. Because last thing I remember was the doctor coming in, and I could hear him off to the side, couldn't really see him. I had a oxygen mask on. They said, okay, you can go ahead and start the sedation. That's the last thing I remember. And then first thing I remember after that was being woken up. So there you go. Okay, so I don't know if I told you guys or not, but I am feeling a little limited on movement. I mean, I can move my head from side to side. I think it's just because it's so new that I can't really overextend myself. Plus, I think this being in the tube is kind of giving me problems, because I can feel this. It stings a little bit. It's not too bad. It just feels, you know, it feels like there's something in there. But like I said, it's not too bad. My throat is still sore. Yeah, I think I'm pretty numb there. But this is, you know,